could take every fucking word she said, throw it in her face.
All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. Wanderlust Wednesday. We try to throw some stuff at you that maybe you haven't heard in a long time, you've never heard of, that kind of stuff. Here's my dilemma. Let's take this little sidebar. Here's my dilemma as I go through and look at what we've done so far here in the Rock Cave with almost 750 episodes. Remember, I've said this before, year one, I just figured I was just a one-year thing and done, so I would throw bands at you and just like spew all of their albums in one episode, especially on Wanderlust Wednesday. And so that's my first dilemma, is here we are in season 3, and some topics just got like a mention in season 1, and yet I could do a whole episode on like one album from there. So there's that first one. That's my first dilemma. The second one around Wanderlust Wednesday is I have an inordinate amount of one or two songs from bands that maybe you don't remember or don't know, like a huge number. So I don't know what to do with all that, because there's some good stuff out there I could throw at you. Do you guys like it when I just do like a 2-minute, 3-minute episode and throw one at you? Or did you like the ones where I throw a bunch at you, like 5? Like, here's 5 songs from people that maybe you don't know. Check them out. Tell me what you think. So I want some feedback there. Tell me what you like. Do you want me to do some of that where I just throw a bunch at you? Or do you like it when I just do one particular thing? But it does seem that I have a pretty long list of ones that have potential. Like, I could do a whole week of presenting like 3 songs a day on ones that maybe you haven't heard before. So that's my dilemma. Or do you want me to just kind of keep lobbing some softballs at you and cover some more Led Zeppelin and Def Leppard for whoever you are out there? Or do you want me to just keep doing what I'm doing and mixing it up? I don't know. You guys help me decide. Help me figure it out. Like this band right here, Thrill Kill Cult, one of my favorite all-time bands. I got piles of CDs by them. I did one episode where I just like named all 15 of their records, and then that was it. But that'll change, because I got something on order from them that we'll cover probably in June. But still, maybe it's easier if I had done 1 or 2 songs from them and not all their whole catalog. What to do? What are we talking about today? And even today I went through and I found a bunch of bands that maybe no one's ever heard of before. So I just added it to the list and said, okay, maybe we'll get to that person at some point. Maybe we'll get to that song. And then there's deep cuts from bands you know. I got that. I got plenty of those too. I had 2 from Human League that are made it on my list that I was like, maybe I should play those 2. I don't know. That's what keeps me awake at night, sort of. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about this band. It's named Cold. Who remembers the band Cold? Raise your hand. They are a band from Jacksonville, Florida. First called Grundig. That's Grundig. That's tough. That doesn't really roll off the tongue. But they were Grundig, formed in 1986. Guys that met in high school, and they just toiled around doing their thing, and then eventually changed their name to Cold in 1996. 10 years later. But they put out 6 studio records between 1998 and 2019, so maybe you know who this band is. They've sold about 1 million records. And how they got their start is Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit was a fan, kind of following what they were doing, got them to record a couple acoustic tracks that got them signed to a label. And also they had their signature thing. They had a pet tarantula named Wednesday, and that was on the cover early with one of the band members covering the band member's wife's face, and they decided to adopt Wednesday as their logo. And so they had a tattoo artist kind of make a logo of Wednesday, and that was their thing. So anyway, they put out a couple of records. They had issues with labels, being was it A&M, who got sold to Geffen, and then their division folded. I mean, all kinds of stuff happened. But their second record did pretty well. Did pretty good sales-wise. And then their third one, that's the one where I come in, released pretty much this week in 2003, which was Year of the Spider. That's where I come in. That's where I've heard this song. They did have a a single off this record, Stupid Girl, which was their only single to chart. It went to number 87, but that got some radio play. But the song that really did it for me is this song of the day that you're doing today, which is called Suffocate. I want you to check it out. It's a very early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s kind of genre of rock. You can hear it in there, but it's heavier. It's definitely heavier, so I want you to know what you think. But this is a good one. Now they went to release this single as a second single, and they released it to radio stations. They wanted to make a video, and Geffen's just reneged on it and said, no, we don't want you to make a video. It's very strange. But they ended up fighting and all kinds of stuff. Their guitarist left and join Evanescence. I gather that was a good move. And that would kind of continue their spiral of changing members, label issues. They finally disbanded in 2006 and then did the reunion thing and all that other stuff. But anyway, do you guys remember the band Cold? And do you remember the song Suffocate? And if you haven't, you're going to play this today because it's a rocker. Paul Chabot, you're going to be happy with this one, I think. So yeah, check out Cold today and tell me what you think. Play this song, turn it up. I want to know. Again, get back to me about your thoughts about what you guys want to hear here in the Rock Cave, because I got a lot of material that are one or two offs, and it comes from all different directions, so I want to know what you guys think. So that's it, 6.5 minutes, a little longer than normal. Wanderlust Wednesday. Enjoy your day today, whatever it is you're doing. Oh, and I don't know what you're going to see for the rest of the week as far as episodes. We're heading to college graduation in Maryland, and I don't know, you may not see an episode until Sunday, or maybe we'll try to sneak one in there. You just never know. That's the art of pirate video. All right, have a good day, and as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.